Okay, see, sharing on socials, you know, the usual. What's everything else? Okay, one more. Okay, I suppose that yeah, we are live right now. Sorry for the silence. I was just sharing out, like, you know, the stream to my social. So yeah, welcome to so hello guys. I am KirisakiJake, and just welcome to the stream. And today I'm playing okay, so it is like kind of thing where, in order to just sort of like make up for, like, you know, the lack of stream for the past week, which I actually kind of do it on purpose, because I'm literally just waiting for like the open beta for this to come out. So I'll just spend like the weekend just like, you know, playing and streaming this game. So this is like the EXOPRIMAL, the open beta test that's just like open for, you know, the public. And yeah, so you know, I'm not gonna like plug, like, you know, any of my stuff on the stream. If you want to see what other things I does, just go into the description. And so let's just set like a goal. So I've actually already booted up the game before this, like, so you might already notice that I've already created my character and I've already like gone through like the whole tutorial. I mean, it just doesn't hurt, to just sort of like give the game a bit of a test run just to see how it runs on my system. And yeah, and I say right now we're just gonna get in, and I'll just sort of set a goal for this playthrough, which is I'm just gonna like just go through like each like whatever game I got into, and I'll just play through like each suit and just like see like how each suit plays on. So there is actually like training mode for you to like so there is like a training mode for you to like test all of the suit, but I think like if you want to like really see how like the each suit like plays, just play the actual like in a match, like sort of like a real world test. So but so far for me is the one suit I have like sort of like some proficiency is like the Zephyr, the sort of like the ninja class.
Where shall we begin?
Looking pretty good there, Sandy. So, and yeah, I say the goals of, let's say for this playthrough is I'm just going to like go to like each like mission, and each mission I'm just gonna play as one suit, and then like once that match done, either we win or lose, I'll just like test a different suit for like each playthrough, and then we just see like which suit is like best for me and stuff. So it's like, wait, coins? Bitcoin. Yeah, real funny, man. Well, I suppose there's just gonna be a lot of waiting in this game, so
Welcome to my test facility. I require exo-fighters for a live combat test. Every month is T-Rex Awareness Month. Many entities reward a go-getter attitude. A T-Rex does not. Collaborate with teammates and concentrate damage on the head. Remember, a team lift makes the dream live.
Talk about this! Calories here.
Deadeye specializes in engaging targets with gunfire and grenades. Let us begin. I will transfer you to the combat zone. Prepare for battle. Interdimensional transfer complete. The wardrobe will begin shortly. Have a super day. You will now engage in a dinosaur combat test. Exo-fighters, follow the Watcher. Initiating dinosaur cull mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors.
Thank you.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission.
Nice work.
Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning raptors. Summoning pteranodons. Summoning raptors. Summoning pteranodons. Summoning raptors. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat.
So straight to a sort of versus, like,
Summoning
race.
pteranodons.
Yeah.
Summoning raptors. Summoning pteranodons. Summoning raptors. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Initiating dinosaur call mission.
Keep that up.
Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning a T-Rex.
Oh god.
Nice work.
Summoning raptors. The T-Rex is on the move. Pursuit. Summoning Dilophosaurus.
Oh, what?
Summoning Pachycephalosauruses.
Thank you.
Summoning pteranodons. The enemy team is disrupting your progress with a stage 1 dinosaur upgrade.
Wow, what a dick.
The enemy team is disrupting your progress with a greater dinosaur upgrade.
You're not going anywhere.
The dinosaur upgrade period has ended. Resetting levels.
Got your back.
Summoning Pteranodons. Dinosaur car.
Oh, where is it? Where is it?
The objectives faster than an enemy team. Warning. You will now commence the final mission.
Oh god, he
Brace
is
yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat. Warning. Has entered this dimension. You are at great risk of being attacked. Stay alert at all times. The final mission will be Omega Charge. Retrieve the hammer with your team, and then defeat dinosaurs to charge it. Fully charge the hammer and use it to destroy the target. Summoning raptors. Summoning Dilophosaurus. Summoning raptors. Summoning an Ankylosaurus.
oh
Summoning
god, it's
Dilophosaurus.
Assistance acknowledged. Assistance appreciated. Nice work.
Your team has destroyed Barrier A.
okay. So far, actually, I mean, you know, this is like the basic class. You have like the oh god,
The enemy team has destroyed Barrier A.
I needed that.
okay, where is it? Oh, there it is.
Summoning raptors.
Ouch.
Summoning raptors. Summoning Sinornithosauruses. The enemy team has destroyed Barrier B. The enemy team has entered the final area. Catch up to win. A Dominator has been generated for your team. Use the Dominator to commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies. Your team has destroyed Barrier B. I have awarded the enemy team a domino. They may invade with a hostile dinosaur.
I need repairs.
Summon the platforms. Dominator activated. Take advantage of this unique asset and defeat the enemies. Summon raptors.
I needed that.
The enemy team's victory is near. Demonstrate the necessary skills to avoid defeat. Summon Dilophosaurus.
Nice work.
The enemy team's Omega Hammer has been reset. Summon Raptors. Warning. The enemy team has activated the Dominator.
Nice one.
Enemy-controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize its destruction. Combat test complete. You are
Well, that was
quality combat data is in EXOFIGHTER's
well, that was a bit of a loss.
Keep your
So
eyes on the prize and maximize your growth potential.
so
Wonderful news. You have been granted permission to survive. You are an ideal specimen for a very important experiment. Your new assignment is the perpetual war game. Explore your potential in vigorous lethal interface with dinosaurs and your fellow exofighters alike. I require the best possible combat data in order to develop the best possible
okay, I don't
exos.
really see any bugs like
Do your part. Survive the war
so
game
far, but I do
and
think that
generate robust combat data. Deep learning in progress. Threat level rising. Research subject exofighters. War game transitioning to infinite repetition. Humans.
yeah, that's
Fight and die for me.
yeah, that's so obvious on the title is the bad guy that we are working for. Like, are we the baddies? Okay.
Ensure your victory is second to none.
Behold, the best exofighters in this war game.
Your suit seems to have suffered great damage.
Yeah, but I do think like the whole like interacting thing has to be like fixed, because like the area, to let's say you want to activate something, right? The area that you used to do it is actually quite, I noticed it's quite small. At least when I was like playing like the training mode, when I want to like, let's say like activate a I say I want to activate like, you know, like the summoning raptors, like this isn't a lot, like you have to be very specific in the positioning to activate like, you know, anything at all. So but yeah, so far it's actually kinda this is actually kinda hectic, but okay, maybe it's just me, but I do find it a bit like confusing, because sometimes dinosaurs do blend a little bit too much to the background, and it's kind of making it hard to like to just sort of even like notice like where they are.
Welcome to my test facility. I require exofighters for a live combat test. The last match ended poorly for you, but I confirmed indications of future success. For the sake of my research, redouble your efforts. Use Zephyr to quickly meet the enemy in melee combat. Prepare for transfer to the combat zone. Enjoy the war game. Interdimensional transfer complete. The war game will begin shortly. Have a super day. You will now engage in a dinosaur combat test. Exofighters, follow the Watcher. Initiating dinosaur cull mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors. Dinosaur cull complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. I needed that. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur cull mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning gas neosaurs.
Oh god, I guess.
Summoning raptors. Summoning sniper neosaurs. Summoning raptors. Summoning gas neosaurs. Summon sniper Neosayers. Dinosaur Call complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating Dinosaur Call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning a Triceratops. Dinosaur Call complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Initiating area defense mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. You must defend the specified area. Go to the area near the marker and begin defending it. Summoning Raptors. Area defense progress, 25%. The enemy team is disrupting your progress with a stage 1 dinosaur upgrade. Area defense progress, 50%. Summoning gas Neosauros. Summoning Raptors. Summoning gas Neosauros. Aerial defense progress, 75%. The enemy team is disrupting your progress with a greater dinosaur upgrade. Summoning Raptors. Defense complete.
Okay, I like this class. I really like this class, like so far.
Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Increasing hazard level to maximum. Carnage module online. Consider this superior dinosaur threat an opportunity for professional growth. Prepare for battle. Thanks for choosing Ideas Air and our Vikitoa premium route. Initiating Pteranodon swarm above the runway. Due to extreme turbulence, the seatbelt light has been turned on. Be sure your seatbelt is secure and your weapons are in their
Oh, this is the one in the trailer.
Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the rest of your flight. Area defense progress, 25%.
Oh god, there it is.
Progress, 50%. Area defense progress, 75%.
Oh god, that's a...
Area defense complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Warning, you will now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat. The final mission will be Omega Charge. Retrieve the hammer with your team, and then defeat dinosaurs to charge it. Fully charge the hammer and use it to destroy the target. Warning, the enemy team has entered this dimension. You are at great risk of being attacked. Stay alert at all times. Summoning gas neosomers. Summoning raptors. Summoning a triceratops. Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors. Your team has destroyed Barrier A. Summoning T-Rex. Summoning gas neosomers. The enemy team has destroyed Barrier A. Summoning gas neosomers.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors. Your team has destroyed Barrier B. I have awarded the enemy team a dominator. They may engage with a hostile dinosaur. The enemy team has destroyed Barrier B. The enemy team has entered the final area. Catch up to win. A dominator has been generated for your team. Use the dominator to commandeer a dinosaur. And it is activated the dominate. Enemy-controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize its destruction. Summon raptor. Deadeye specializes in engaging targets with gunfire and grenades. Your team's Omega Hammer has been reset. Summoning sniper reloaders. Summoning
Okay, I think the summon is, I think like the whole Dominator is a bit like overkill.
enemy team's Omega Hammer has been reset.
Gotta fix myself up.
Summoning gas reloaders. Summoning sniper reloaders. Your team's Omega Hammer has been reset. Summoning raptor. Summoning raptors.
You're ready. Thanks, bud.
Enemy team's Omega Hammer has been reset. Summoning sniper neosaurs. Summoning gas neosaurs. Summoning raptors.
Nice work.
Oh, so here's the PvP section.
Dominator activated. Take advantage of this unique asset and defeat the enemy.
Heavy artillery.
Your team's Omega Hammer has been reset. Victory is near. Demonstrate exemplary combat ability by defeating the enemy team.
That's the good stuff.
This loss is unfortunate. Re-envision your successification. I believe in you. Be sure to triumph in the next match.
Mission complete.
Behold, the best exo fighters in this war game.
Okay, my temperature doesn't look good right now. Ew.
Welcome back, Ace.
Okay, now where do I open my my war
Orders
chest?
Aldous also enjoys spending time talking with his screwdriver.
Yeah, oh my god, this thing is hot right now. Even 90 degrees. Okay, that doesn't seem good. So, I think even right now I'm also running like what? Like the low. My graphic is actually like on low right now, and it's still running at 90 degree, like something. So.
Ace's aptitude test results were outstanding.
Okay, if my temperature went above 90 degree, I'm like quitting the stream. So.
Exo fighters, welcome to the war game. I am the Advanced Artificial Intelligence, Leviathan. Remember, raptors move in packs. Keep them at bay with area attacks, and be careful.
Oh my goodness, the lowest graphic really, it really looks like a potato right now. So.
Use Zephyr to quickly meet the enemy in melee combat. Let us begin. I will transfer you to the combat zone. Have a super day. Interdimensional transfer complete. The war game will begin shortly. Have a super day. You will now engage in a dinosaur combat test. Exofighters, follow the Watcher. Initiating dinosaur call mission.
Wait, it's a 5-man team?
Please wait.
I thought it's a 4v4. Oh, yeah.
Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur call mission.
Nice work.
Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summon raptors.
Kneel before
Summon raptors.
I owe you one.
Summoning raptors. Summoning pteranodons. Summoning pteranodons. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait.
God damn it.
Summon raptors.
Okay, this one, which is
Summoning raptors. Dinosaur call.
okay. I don't like using this.
You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team.
Au revoir.
Barrage can blast and burn groups of enemies with explosives. Initiating VTOL defense mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning raptors. Enemy team has taken the lead. I will provide a trigger neosaur. It may turn the tide of battle. The enemy team will face an increased threat if you defeat the trigger neosaur. Prioritize its defeat in order to gain the upper hand. Trigger neosaur's defeat confirmed. Your individual scores will determine the strength of
Okay, this is way better of a healer, like, in my opinion.
summoning Pachycephalosauruses. Summoning raptors. dinosaurs are attacking the VTOL. Pay attention to its durability. Data collation complete. The intervention period has ended. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team. Proceed to next mission. Summoning Sinomethosauruses.
Oh, it's little babies!
Summoning Sinomethosauruses. Summoning Dilophosaurus. Summoning Pteranodons. Summoning Sinomethosauruses. Summoning Dilophosaurus. Summoning Pteranodons. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team. Proceed to next mission.
Nice work.
Summoning raptors. Summoning Sinomethosauruses. The enemy team has taken the lead. I will provide a trigger neosaur. It may turn the tide of battle. The enemy team will face an increased threat if you defeat the trigger neosaur. Prioritize its defeat in order to gain the upper hand. Trigger neosaur's defeat confirmed. Your individual scores will determine the strength of the upgraded dinosaurs attacking the enemy team. The total required score for a hostility upgrade has been achieved. The enemy team will now face a greater dinosaur upgrade. Summoning a Triceratops. Data collation complete. The intervention period has ended. VTOL durability 75%. VTOL durability 50%. Enemy team has progressed to the final mission. Act quickly to close the performance gap. The enemy team has progressed to the final mission. Data collation forcefully terminated. I have high hopes for your next excursion. Dinosaur call complete. Warning, you will now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat. The final mission will be Omega Charge. Retrieve the hammer with your team, and then defeat dinosaurs to charge it. Fully charge the hammer, and use it to destroy the target. Summoning gas neosaurs. Summoning raptors.
Got your back.
Summoning a Triceratops. Summoning raptors.
Oh, right.
Got your back. You have my gratitude.
Summon raptors. The enemy team has destroyed Barrier A. Your team has destroyed Barrier A. Summon Summoning gas emotions. Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors. Summoning gas neosworms. Enemy team has entered the final area. Catch up to win. Dominator has been generated for your team. Use the Dominator to commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies. Your team's Omega Hammer has been reset. Witch Doctor can repair the team. Keep an eye on your allies' health and provide repairs as needed. Summon raptors. Your team's Omega Hammer. Summoning gas neosworms. Dominator active. Take advantage of this unique asset and defeat the enemies. Your team's Omega Hammer has been reset.
Don't stand down. Heavy artillery! Heavy artillery!
The enemy team's Omega Hammer has been reset. Your team has destroyed Barrier B. I have awarded the enemy team a domino. They may engage with a hostile dinosaur. Summoning raptors. destruction. Summoning gas monster. The enemy team's victory is near. Demonstrate the necessary skills to avoid defeat. This loss is unfortunate. Re-envision your successification. I believe you. Be sure to triumph in the next match.
How's the game so far? Okay, I think I'll put it this way, that the game is... there's too much going on the screen. Like, okay, for me at least.
Behold, the best exo fighters in this war game.
So at least for me like the game is actually way too chaotic for like it's just too chaotic. There's too much happening, and then I don't know how to say it. The game, I think, is like...
Understand that the fighting
okay, I
was
think the
quite
best way to
fierce.
compare this game would be something like Left 4 Dead, but I don't know. I think it's just sort of like, it's just way too like panicking. And okay, I think my complaint just made me rest on like the between the environments and the dinosaur. It's like, it's just very hard to tell like what's in like the background and where's like the dinosaurs and all. So I know I can't really like, I can't think and play at the same time, so I think maybe just like maybe 1 or 2 more rounds. And oh my god, look at the potato quality.
Just try and stop!
My goodness, look at the potato graphics. Let me just put it in like, you know, like put it back in like Okay, I think I'm smelling something from my PC right now, and that's just not good. So I think I'm just gonna.
Heart rate is high. Please take a deep breath.
Okay, so what's my thoughts on the game so far? So okay, let's just see. Okay, I think first thing first is more about like, you know, like there's like the interactable like range. But I think like you have to be like very deliberate on your positioning to like just to like interact with anything, like, you know, like summoning the raptors or like reviving your teammates. I noticed like the area to like the area effect of those things like too small, and then what's next? So I think the whole also like the design of like the coloration of the dinosaurs, I feel like they just blend into the environment like too, like they just really blends in into the environment. And okay, at least for my eyes, I just noticed that they just blend too well to the environment, and it's kind of hard to just like tell them like apart, like where's the dinosaur and where's like, you know, oh like, oh, where are the dinosaurs. And then I mean, that's really it. So I mean, to be fair, so far there's only like one mode, like, you know, as of speaking. So like, you can't even like use like, let's say like, you know, your items to like and such.
Despite my synthetic nature, Aldous considers me a member of the Hammerheads.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play this for like 2 more days, and okay, what the hell is wrong with my streamer? Okay, works technically, but whew, should I go for like one more round? Yeah, I don't really think so. Like, right, like my graphics card literally just peak at like the temperature peak at like 97 degrees, so I think I'm not gonna risk it anymore. So I think I'll just like call it a day. So, and you know, might as well just also let me collect my thoughts for a bit. So game so far, right? Okay, it has the feeling where it's trying to do too many things. Like it's trying to be multiple games like at once. So like on first hand, this game is like on the most basic premise, this game is trying to be like Left 4 Dead. Right? I mean, that's like the other game I can sort of compare is like, you know, like the whole hot shooter thing. Like you can like proceed from like area to area. It's like, okay, this game, okay, let's go for the obvious, like the whole Left 4 Dead thing. It's like, yeah, it's typical, you know, like the AI, like Leviathan will summon like a couple, like, you know, like a horde of raptors, and then you just like, you know, just gonna mow down like the raptors and stuff. So that's like a basic thing. And at the same time, it's trying to be a little bit of like it's also trying to be a little bit of like a team fortress, where you can also like choose like what classes, where, you know, like each classes have like their own, like, you know, like perks, and like each classes have like their own like perks and abilities, and they have like their set of weakness. So, and again, I if you put like those two together only, then it's like, yeah, I kind of welcome like that change. And then it's like, yeah, I mean it's a PvE game, but then there's also like the whole like, okay, at least like for like the whole dino survival like mode where you have to like compete with enemies, like, or you have to like rush through like the whole like you have to rush through the area like as quick as possible. And personally I think that kinda drags the game down a little bit, because like from it, like again, there's nothing wrong to be like, you know, like just like a mindless like, you know, dinosaur shooter, but whenever you add these things, like you add like some competitive element in it, right? Like it just sort of like, okay, this is just sort of like my own personal experience, because I'm not like a big fan of like a competitive games like in general. Like I have played like competitive game before. I used to play Overwatch, and like I was playing it like competitively, but then I don't know, I think it just sort of like, you know, as you just sort of came to a state where you just kind of like, you know what, I'm just done, you know, I just want to like, I play games, I don't need the stress, I just want to chill. And playing this game is like, okay, like it brings you back to like those kind of like, you know, like the competitive stress. And then what else? Okay, let's go also like the whole like Left 4 Dead like bit, like, you know, like there's okay, there's some sort of objective you can do, but I think the whole objective it's okay, especially like the whole like, oh, dinosaur cull mission is like, okay, what do you actually do when a dinosaur cull? Is it like, you know, you summon a group of dinosaurs, you kill them as much as possible? Is there like, you know, there's no like telling, like, because the wave, it just keep coming, and it's kind of hard to tell, like, okay, wait, it's like, oh wait, are you supposed to like, you know, like there's like 3 waves, are you supposed to like just, you know, mow down all like the raptors in 3 waves? Like, is it like, you know, is that it? And then it's like, oh, dinosaur call complete. It's like, okay, the remaining, like, let's say there's like, you know, one or few raptors left on the wave, like they just like, oh, you know what, the like this objective is done, you know, you guys can die. It's like, okay. So, and then you go to the next area, and then suddenly it's like, oh, there's like, you know, a T-Rex. Like the objective, like the quote-unquote objective, it just seems like too random. And I think especially it came to like the part where there's also like, you know, like you have to like take the hammer and break like, you know, like this barrier thing. It's like, and oh yeah, then there's also like, you know, like, or guard the area or guard the VTOL craft like mission. There is like, okay, the objective again, it's just very unclear. Like how, like, is it like, are we just gonna like survive for like a set of time, or are we just gonna like have to, like, I don't really see like a timer for those kind of like for those kind of objective. And again, I get that this is like, what, it's only like still in beta, but then again, sometimes what's in the beta, right? I mean, things can change, but then let's just say past experience of like learning, like, you know, what other games doing when they're doing like an open beta is, it's like, oh, they say, oh, things gonna change, and then when the retail version came out, it's like, wait, nothing has changed. So yeah, I think sometimes I'm just gonna assume like what's in the beta is also somewhat representative on what's going to be on like the retail form. Again, I'm just gonna hold my judgment. I could be wrong when like, you know, the retail version came out, and I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna end up like eating up my own words. So I think that's really it. Like the whole, like, let's say like the Left 4 Dead aspect, like aspect to it is like, it just feels very like vague. Like the object, especially like when you going for like, you know, like the whole objective like thing during like, you know, like the, like go from area A to area B to area C, and then like each, there are like intervals on, you know, what you could be doing like in each like area. Okay, and then like the whole Team Fortress elements, like okay, I really like the whole like class like base system, and where you can pick like like, oh, you have like your like hero class, like what classification, what like what other things they can do, and then also you can also like sort of have like an option, or you can like pick up like what a special weapon that can be like like a form of like customization on like what your heroes like your little like hero class can do. And I think it's like if let's say I want to compare to like games like again, I'm just gonna like keep the comparison to Left 4 Dead, because again, personally I'll say Left 4 Dead is like one of the game is just like it's the kind of game that is like perfect for what it is. And I think any kind of game that's trying to sort of like imitate like that kind of experience, I'll go back to it. But let's just say this, like okay, you're adding like a bit of like a hero shooter element to like the so-called like Left 4 Dead experience, and I like the way it just sort of like opens up like like the variety on like how like you can tackle your missions, or maybe just like like the variety of ways you can kill like like dinosaurs and stuff. So I like that like aspect to it. And then there's also like the whole like and okay, so I kind of like that. Now where for me I think it starts to fall apart, like like the whole like, oh, it tries to do too much. Like like you see the trailer, like it looks awesome, but then now you play the game itself, right, you just kind of notice, oh yeah, this game is just trying to do too much things at once. And when you like put too many things in it just starts to like fall apart. It's just like like a bowl, like like making a sandwich. Some sandwich, like oh yeah, like like some one ingredient can go like it goes well to like like the other, but let's just say like like you put like all the ingredients at once, like you may think like, oh, this will make like a perfect sandwich, but when you bite into it, it's like, oh, it's like like the taste, like they just clashing, like they just really clash, like too much taste at one, and it just end up like so I think that's like how I would like describe this game. And again, back to my point, like the whole like invasion thing is like, okay, it's kind of like cool. You can just sort of like okay, maybe you can just add like a sort of like an asymmetrical like 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 asymmetrical things at once, where you can just sort of like invade other game, where you can suddenly like like you can just like, oh, you want to throw other players, you just invade someone else, like progress as a T-Rex or as a Triceratops. And I think that may like it it kind of open up like a bit of like a form of griefing, but it's also like, when you think about it, it's like, as the griefer itself, it's like, yeah, kind of like nice for shits and giggles, where and then again, it's you're not like what suddenly like two players like joining in, it's like one is a T-Rex and one has like a Triceratops at once. Like it's not like that's, it's really not like that. I like the whole like multiplayer aspect of like Left 4 Dead, where you can like like one player will like one enemy, like a zombie player will be like a tank or a charger or a boomer and etc. Like okay, if it's just like, let's just say one player joins in, and then it's like like it becomes sort of like an asymmetrical like experience, then it's like a bit like Dead by Daylight. Then it's like, okay, I think it could work, but then, or you can just sort of make it like instead of like, oh, like a set like 1v4 like players have to combat a certain objective, or you can also add a bit like like the whole Left 4 Dead aspect, where you can just like make one player as like a T-Rex, and then just like, and the whole point of like being the T-Rex is not just invade, like okay, maybe the invasion, now that I think about it, like it doesn't sound as good, but maybe as like a set, like like a set mode where one player as like a dinosaur, you can just like you can either like like completely destroy like the enemy player, or just slow them down enough, like like in Left 4 Dead where you play as a zombie, you can like slow down like the enemy, like the survivors progress. And then okay, from that, right, but then like in a multiplayer where you're both racing and then you're both invading each other, like it gets very messy like at that point. And then there's also like what the whole like let's say like capture the flag or like planting a bomb mission. Like the objective thing is that okay, you went from one thing and then jump to the other, and then at the end it suddenly opens up into like a PvP. And yeah, I think again that's where it starts to falls apart. It tries to do too many things like at once, like a sandwich where instead of like put like two ingredients that can match well if with each other, you put like everything in it. So I think yeah, that I think that will sum up like my initial thoughts on like EXOPRIMAL so far. It's a game that's trying to do too much at once. So okay, at least this is for like the whole like PvE/PvP session, but okay, I think maybe this will be like the only game mode for like like the throughout like the entire open beta test. It could be like like maybe tomorrow I wake up they added like a new mode where it's like pure PvE, then yeah, I can see like a value on this game. But as far as like this like I think maybe this is like the kind of like definitive like experience they go fighting like the whole thing, you put everything like, and then it just starts to fall apart. So and yeah, so okay, I'll say that's sum up like my impression of it like for now. And so first impression of like the day I download and I played it is like yeah, it's like you can see what the game like, yeah, it's just like a sandwich that has too much ingredients and none of like the ingredients match. So well now I'm suddenly reviewing the game right now, so but yeah, I'll say I think this is it for like, at least like today for like the whole EXOPRIMAL open beta test. I will come back tomorrow with another stream where I think I'll just see like how is like if there's like any changes to the game, and maybe just play a bit more and then just add like more judgment to it. Oh, I mean, to be fair, it could be, because I'm just a bit salty that, like I went to 3 matches and all 3 matches I lost all of it. But, yeah, and yeah, I think that's my experience on it, like so far. Still though, but the mech design, especially like the rollerblade one, or what is it called again? Let me just check it like that. No, might as well just take a few screenshots and just sharing it to my homies. Yeah, Nimbus. This class is like, I think at least like when I actually playing the game, like this is like my favorite exosuit to play as. So
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, so yeah, you know, I think that's it for like the game for now, and
Your war game has concluded.
so yeah, so to my non-existent viewer, I say just yeah, you know, thank you very much, just like you know, for watching and maybe not sticking around. Sorry, Miggy, just had to put the roast there, you know, homies what. Yeah, and I think I'll see you tomorrow. Like maybe if I feel like you know, like playing it further, like see how like, especially I just sort of want to test out like like every like armor suit, just to see like how it plays in like proper. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, like same time, 3 p.m.